In the ancient time, long before mortal walked the earth and long before Olympus rose above the clouds, there existed a realm ruled by mighty beings known as the Titan, towering in strength and unmatched in power. They commanded the universe with iron hands and unshakable authority. Among them stood one figure above all, Cronus, the Titan king. Cronus was feared not merely because of his size or his might, but because of his ruthless heart. Yet, despite his dominion over heaven and the earth, a shadow of fear lingered in his mind. A prophecy whispered of him by his mother Goya and confirmed by the fates foretold a dark truth. One day a child of your will overthrew you, just as you overthrew your father. The prophecy hunted Cronus for he himself and once risen against his own father, Uranus striking him down and seizing power. He knew that fate never lies, and so driven by paranoia and terror, Cronus made a monstrous choice. Whenever his wife Rhea gave birth to a child, Cronus devoted the infant whole, one after another. The children disappeared into endless darkness of their father's stomach. Hestia, Demeter, Hero, Hades, and Poseidon all swallowed before they could even cry out, imprisoned in their father's gut robbed of freedom and light. Rhea's heart shattered with every child lost, but she could not nothing against the might of her husband. She lived in silence, carrying her grief until the day came when she gave birth to her youngest son Zeus. This time Rhea could not bear to lose another. Desperation gave her courage, and courage gave her a plan. With the help of her parents, Gaia and Uranus, Rhea did her newborn son in a secret cave on the island of Crete. The cries of infant were drowned out by the clash of warriors, for Gaia Summon of Crete's divine guardian who danced with shields and swords, striking them together to mask the sound of his child. To Cronus, Rhea presented a stone wrapped in swaddling cloth. Without question, the Titan king swelled at dreaming he had destroyed another threat. Little did not know that the prophecy was already in motion, for Zeus lived, safe, hidden, and growing strong with each passing day. The rise of Zeus in the caves of Crete. Zeus was netted in secret. He drank the milk of divine goat Amalthead and honey sweeter than any mortal could imagine. Nymphs created for him Gaia whispered wisdom into his heart, and destiny itself wrapped around him like a cloak. As years passed, Zeus became not just strong in body but sharp in mind. He saw the cruelty of his father and the injustice forced upon his sibling. The fire of vengeance burned within him, and he swore that one day he would free them all. When Zeus grew into manhood, he sought guidance from Metis, the Titaness of wisdom and cunning. With her knowledge, he prepared the weapon of liberation. Metis brewed a potion, a powerful that would force Cronus to vomit forth all had swallowed. Zeus took the potion, armed himself with determination, and journeyed to confront the king of Titans. The revolt against Cronus, disguised as a cupbearer, Zeus approached Cronus and offered him the drink. The Titan, unaware of the trick, swallowed potion. A moment later, he trembled, clutched stomach, and roared in agony for the depth of his being. One by one, Zeus' siblings emerged fully grown and filled with rage from their years of imprisonment. The family was reunited. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon now standing alongside Zeus. Together they form an unbreakable alliance, a new generation of gods ready to challenge the world. But Cronus was not alone. The Titan, his loyal brother and sister, relied to his side. Thus begins the greatest war of the cosmos had ever witnessed, the Titanomachy. The war raged for 10 long years. The earth shook under the footage of gods and titans. The sea boiled, mountains crumbled, and the very sky cracked. Open the thunder and fire. The clash was unlike anything ever seen. Titans hurling boulders the size of mountains, while the gods answered with storm, earthquakes, and flames. Zeus stood at the front, wielding the thunderbolt, a weapon forged for him by the Cyclopes, whom he had freed from the depth of Tartarus. His brother fought beside him, the Poseidon, commanding the sea with his trident. He and heads wielding the unseen power of underworld. Cronus, mighty and relentless, hurled his sickle with devastating force, his roar echoing across the cosmos. Titan like Altaras and Hypersuns stood his side, their power seeming unshakable, yet the young gods refused to surrender. Their war was balanced, neither side gaining full victory, until Zeus made a daring move. He descended into the abyss of Tartarus and freed the Cyclops and Hectonoris being with 100 hands. In gratitude, the Cyclops armed the gods with weapons that would shift the tide of battle. Zeus received the thunderbolt, Poseidon gained the trident, Hades was given the helmet of invisibility. With these divine arms, the gods returned to the battlefield fiercer than ever. The fall of Cronus. Cronus fought valiantly, but fate could not be escaped. With the thunder cry, Zeus unleashed his greatest thunderbolt, striking Cronus with a force immense that the Titan King fell. Shackled and defeated, Cronus was cast into the abyss of Tartarus, imprisoned for eternity beneath the earth, guarded by the Hectoneres. The war was over. The Titan had fallen. The reign of God had begun.